So we're going to be taking apart the SC400 1997 center console today. I have some loose wires behind my aftermarket head unit here, and so I'm going to have to fix those, and at the same time I'll show you how to take this baby apart. So first thing you have to do is pull this whole thing out. That's going to give you access to some screws back here. So you're just going to pull right out from the inside best you can, just like that, and you've got access to two Phillips screws right here. So let's see, 1 and 2. You want to also make sure that you have your key in your car, and you're going to switch it to neutral in a second. I'll do that. And that will let you take off the shifter. Down to neutral. Alright. Just in case the car wants to move there. Alright, here goes the second screw. It's 2. There we go. Alright, now you're going to have to pop this part down. That's going to reveal 2 more screws. Everything is Phillips head so far. Just like that. So you'll see we've got 2 right there. Easy. This is just going to slide off. There we go. This can come off as well. You're going to keep those together. They are different, so you won't mix them up. Next thing you have to do is pull this black trim piece off. You got to be careful with it, but not too soft. It's not too bad. And in the back, there's going to be 2 clips that you have to undo. So one of them is for the power ECT, and the other one is just the whole shift mechanism here to switch. Pretty sure it's the lighting and shifting between the 3. Alright. Oh, these things are the worst. There we go. Alright. Now you've got that trim piece off. It's going to reveal 4 more screws. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's going to be 6 screws in total on this brown trim here. And we got to get that off as well. Alright, there we go. That's all 6. This whole piece is loose now. It's a loosey goose. Now, right here, I'm going to pull back. You're going to want to open this a bit so you can slide that out of the way. And the whole thing pops out. It won't just fall right out easy for you. There's going to be a clip to undo here. It's blue. And then one for climate control and audio control, or no, pardon me, it's for climate control and the hazard lights here. So we'll do these back ones first. Let us twist around. 1, and here's that one. There we go. Now, this is easy. I'll give you guys a look here. So that's that, and that was connected back here. And this is the whole piece. Alright, we've got access here. Cigarette lighter. easy. There we go. All right, so now we can see 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you also got to get at these back here, these hex ones. I believe they are 10 millimeter. Let's have a look. Yeah, they are 10 millimeter. So you're gonna have to take those 2 bad boys out, all the 4 screws. Again, everything is Phillips, and these all are different from the first ones we took out, so you won't mix anything up. You're putting it back together. There we go. So I'll give you a look at that. There you go. That's one of the ones that fits in the back.
Here's the last one coming out.
Careful these things don't fall down under your head unit. It's a pain in the ass. The aftermarket one's smaller. I have a double din, but I never put in the trim piece that surrounds it here. Instead, I cut half of one of these little container holder pieces and slid it under there so it fit, and I can still use it as a compartment, but it's not as pretty. Alright, so we've got those 4 out. Now we got to pull out the last 2 here. There we go. Twist this man here. You can feel it coming. Alright. Like I said, these things fall. They're a pain in the ass to get. So careful. And that looks like that. It's 10 millimeter. Next one. There we go. Now this whole bracket comes out. Give you access to the back of the head unit. You're gonna have to pull out quite a few harnesses here. It's 1, 2, 3 in the head unit, and then I know that on the 3 in the climate control. So I'll pull those off right away. It'll give me a better range of motion. I'll give you a few. So you've got 1, 2, and then this is the one I just took out. You can see the mess of wiring here. This is all aftermarket, and you do your best to keep everything together, but this head unit has all this radio wire, power on, all these things. One of these has come loose. It's probably the ground. We had trouble finding a good mounting spot that wouldn't come loose for that. You can see here is for the subwoofer. So not that much space back here, but there's a good look. That's how you take this bad boy apart, and then you're gonna do the reverse to put it back together. If you're doing an aftermarket install, basically you're gonna have to pull off these bolts on the side, and that will remove the bracket and let you separate the climate control from the head unit. and then you can replace it with an aftermarket one. If you have a trim piece, it actually will probably give you plastic brackets. They're kind of flimsy, that's why I just kept the original, but then it won't let me fit in the trim around, so that'll be up to you guys. But that's how you take apart the 97 center console then.